Interpersonal communication must be maintained and developed. So let's talk about the maintenance of an intimate relationship. We have self-disclosure. Self-disclosure is good for a relationship. This is where one person provides the other person with personal information about themselves that could be in a vulnerable state. It's good for trust in a relationship as well as the progression of a relationship. Self-disclosure needs to occur in the correct context. As Ecclesiastes 3:1 states, there's a time for everything. So there's a time when you do say certain things and there's a time when you don't say those certain things. So this is important that it's done in the correct context. Self-disclosure should always benefit the relationship. So you need to think this through before you say something or before you don't say something. Even if it seems like it might not benefit the relationship right away, as it may be something that's hard to state, think about the future. Think it might be important later on in the relationship. So think about that. Self-disclosure should occur gradually. It shouldn't be something that's all at one time, right there, bam. You might freak this person out and ruin the relationship. It's something that occurs gradually over a time span as the relationship is progressing. Self-disclosure needs to be balanced between the two. As Dawkins states that this is reciprocity. This is where one person says, I love you, the other person says, I love you too. Or where one person reveals something about themselves, the other person reveals something about themselves as well. It's good to keep the relationship balanced with this reciprocity. It's important in the progression of the relationship. So now let's talk about the risks of intimate relationships. We have misunderstandings. This is one of the most common ones, especially between male and females. We have misunderstandings that come up because of implicit cues or unstated cues by things that are nonverbal, and this can cause issues really easily. As well as self-disclosure. Sometimes we say something that's vulnerable to us, and later on it can come out in a fight or in an argument and be used against us. This is really important to avoid in intimate relationships, as it can be detrimental to the trust and the relationship itself. So now let's look at the stages of relationship. We have a diagram here you can look at to help you out as we go through it. First of all, we have our coming together stages. This includes initiating. This is the hey, how's it going stage. This is the very beginning. It's the attraction stage. It's your grabber, your attention grabber. This is just the very beginning. Our next stage is our experimenting stage. This is the, well, what brings you here? How's it going?